award-winning producer, Shaking Head Crew Beats.
Biafra's Gold Talent exclusive.
Votu nini turatu kembu wa bidoro. Ife nini turatu wakene mofife tutara. Ayeto siya votu naba o hebureka ilaria. Ife kanebe o kakwa nebe o. Votu nini turatu kembu wa bidoro. Iye nini turatu wakene mofife tutalu. Ofife tutalu kwa mofife tutalu. Iye kanebe kakwa nebe o. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe o. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe o. IPOB, one family. IPOB.
Malami Biafra, I say I no election, no. After election, hey, put their deception, no. Upon deception, I say no recession, no. Baby, I need to see no vote, no. I'm to suppose.
So election no vote, niye meranya deke mao. Uwanile letimpu na iye nile no zofwebe o. Kedi yege me o, wewete Biafra yo. Ibo ya metukwa binobi, iwa nubo umunne mo.
Anile kwenu mwenwene o Nime Sokoto Ifunu na chona Sokoto Munne munodi na Shokoto Chukwu abia magozela nye na udi obuna Umunne mu Ulekwela nule kaye musianike
Iyo koko anyama hola ntimo. Atuma tuba tunala dikwebu. Stubo tibo sabo chibo. Ebe nile anizi kwebu.
Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Asimi iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Enimi iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe.
Biafrans, Biafrans.
Tuhalike nuche alonti ochichi anakpa n'obodo. Oya tusile vote bako wejonu. Ayoga ano na mmili n'ụwa aka nchabasi ayanya. Emelu ma leba anyị nọ kaino. We need referendum.
Chukwabia mapuru okwu site n'ọnụ Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ dịghị election ka ga-eme n'ala Biafra. Dịka Lagos sọrọ ha gbawa ma election. Anyị ga-ama mbela bụ nke bote.
Ịmana ti ga-eji ihe na gbanati agbananya. Anyị tụkwa ọzọ febulega iwe gbanaga. Ọkwa sọsọ referendum bụkwa ihe nnyemaka. Nwanne m atụla votu ọzọ.
Break it down.
Alili ebuenu mo. Obi agbawala m ụmụnne m. Emesi n'ọkwa nọ na ntaụ. Nkwe ekwelu fancha lụlụ nọ na ntụ n'ụwa.
Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe. Asimi iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe o. Iye kanebe o, kakwa nebe o.
IPOB, one family.
IPOB. All Biafrans are saying, ayagaya to vote ọzọ. Ndị ọchịchị iberibe burega anyị gawa obodo ọzọ. All we want is freedom, no referendum, no election. We want freedom in our nation. We want freedom in our nation.
Our politicians are looting our money, taking to London, building their nation, impoverishing people, taking the rights of making our own decision. Biafra is a nation, everybody must know all about it. We are full of wisdom and the right to own our nation.
Oge ruole mgbe ha ji aghọgbu anyị ka anyị tụọ vootu. Atụsịa vootu ha kpọrọ ụmụnna gbagbusiwe. Okike kere ụwa ikekwe ka ndị iro kwụsị anyị n'ike. Ụmụ Biafra na-arịọ gị Chukwu okike.
This stupid man they called Malami, this man, he still have the nerves to come out to say federal government, of course, is accusing some countries of aiding Nnamdi Kanu. You know when you are doing something wrong, when you are doing evil, you always think that people are after you. People are pursuing you. They want to kill you. You go to this church. You go to this native doctor. Because you know you are Akagadi Hocha. Your life is not straightforward. That is why you are afraid of people wanting to kill you or people after you. Why are they saying that countries are aiding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because they know they are not on the right. Let's assume that country are aiding somebody. It's because you are on the wrong. A country cannot aid somebody if they are committing crime or if they are doing wrong thing. The only people a country, let's put it that way, might aid is somebody who is on the right. So they are saying that countries are aiding our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just listen to what this idiot has to say. The federal government on Friday alleged that some countries are aiding the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, who made the allegation while briefing journalists, insist that some state actors aided Kanu after he escaped the country. Do you understand this idiot? He escaped the country. Can't you tell the country why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped the country? They keep forgetting that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on bail. Now tell me, why didn't they add on their charge that you, Nnamdi Kanu, jumped bail on so date? But if you look at the new charges that they preferred against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is no place they say that he jumped bail. They don't talk about it anymore because they know it's non-existent. Because they know if they bring up something like that, we will shred it because it's nonsense. He jumped bail. He escaped the country. Now, okay, he escaped the country. We agreed. Why? Why are you not telling the people why he escaped the country? Because if he escaped the country willingly, then he becomes a fugitive. But if he escaped the country because of a reason which is detrimental, threatening to his life, then it becomes natural causes. That is what you call conditio sine qua non. I've seen this here many times. It is called conditio sine qua non. It is what do you call it? A Roman, language. But obviously it is used in law because the law that we use are mostly Roman laws, and of course we use some Roman term. Conditio sine qua non simply means that a condition that brings about an end. A condition that brings about an end. Now, the condition sine qua non why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped the country is because his life is at risk, and he needs to do anything humanly possible to do what? Escape death, and that is why he left the country. And yet this moronic agent, this Islamic student who claimed to be a son, I don't even know where he graduated to be a son or even to be an attorney general or whoever the hell he is saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped the country without telling the whole world why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped the country, without telling the whole world that you came to kill him. And that's why he escaped the country. It is called conditio sine qua non. An event that brought about an end. And that event is you coming to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the end which we're talking about today is that he escaped the country because he was running away, of course, to save his own life. He said that some of the state actors aided Kanu even as a fugitive. There he goes again. In his destructive mission, ignoring the terrorist nature of his activities. You see, they keep saying terrorists, terrorists, terrorists. The law says that he who alleges must be able to substantiate that which they alleged. Now we are in court. Go and tell the court terrorism, how, where, when. Not to go on a press conference, you start blabbling. But when you go to court, you become a dummy. You begin to release stupid charges that does not have bearing in law. So this is what Malami was busy telling, in his press conference. Of course, I don't have enough time. I would have taken my time extensively to analyze this junk they call press release, because it is junk, I must tell you. It is more like a battery, a failed battery. Keep repeating over and over again. You tell people somebody is a fugitive, he escaped the country, but you're not telling them what led to him escaping. Because when you jump bail here in South Africa, they will issue a warrant of arrest and the police will go and arrest you. When you come back to court, the magistrate will ask you the first day when you are standing right there, Where were you on the 20th of so date you were supposed to appear in court? They would even start shouting, you escaped bail. No. You can't say that. You don't know why. You don't know where he was. You must ask the person, where were you on the 20th day, which was your court date? And the person will tell you, I was sick. I was hospitalized. And they say, okay, fine. Give us your doctor's sick notes. You will produce it. And then you'll be, the issue of contempt of court or, jumping bail or whatever will now be scrap. And the matter will proceed. So what they should do is reinstate. They should reinstate the charges of that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail or he escaped the country, and then present it to him in court and ask him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where were you on so date when you were supposed to appear in court? And then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring all his evidence, video footages. We saw it live. 28 men killed, and then we will know who actually is guilty of an offense or who is guilty of contempt of court. Because interrupting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail when he was enjoying his bail, going to kill him, amounts to a contempt of court. And Nigerian government and military should be held liable for contempt of court. All right, let me leave it there and, of course, go back to the line. Call off WhatsApp. Can you hear me? This is Motherland. Yes, Mazi. Please go ahead.
Okay, Mazi Kechukwu. Good evening from Dubai.
Wachinega Cable. Please go ahead.
My name is Miri Malugo. I came from a boy province.
Miri Maluga Sagugalo.
Miri Maluga Sagugalo. Oto according Wachineke. Oto according. Mazi, I was listening to your program on 19th of this month now.
All right.
Just a few days ago.
Yes.
Your story, the way you narrate your story, it really amazed me.
Thank you very much.
It really amazed me. You are watching it really.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, when I see any member of IPOB, a freedom fighter, that very person is a wise man.
Absolutely.
That very person is a wise man. So, I thank you, Mazi Kechukwu.
Thank you very much.
We must move forward. Instead of Biafra will not come, everything will finish. The worst thing in this earth is to do something with ignorant people. Fulani, Janjaweed. When our leader is talking about black people, some people will not understand. This Fulani Janjaweed Nigeria government understand very well that our leader didn't commit any crime. They understand. They understand that our leader is an innocent man. But their problem is how are we going to live all this wealth that is in Biafra land and go? And then they have vowed to die as a pharaoh and his army drunk in ocean. They have decided that instead of they will leave Biafra, it's better for them to die. And the evil advice that Britain are giving to them, they don't know that if Britain are giving them bad advice. So what I want to say in this, because I see the court charges they put on our leader, I start to laugh. Because that thing is a rubbish. Just as our barrister said, that thing is a rubbish. Do you understand? I never see on earth where people will see the leader of terrorists like Malami and the Anko. See the leader of Boko Haram terrorists. See them and the bandit. They are negotiating with them. And only in Nigeria, only in Hausa, only in Fulani Janjaweed, I see all these things. And the people is not talking anything about it. Do you see how they treat our lawyers, our barristers yesterday in Abuja court? They treat them as a nothing. Just because our leaders, the so-called leaders from this, have sold themselves very cheap to this useless Fulani Janjaweed, this stark illiterate Fulani Janjaweed. So what I want to say is that we must do everything possible. I hear a news what happened at Arochukwu. I'm not happy. and I will give them advice in Igbo language. Because ubu a critical time. Protest didn't work in Nigeria. Protest didn't work in Nigeria. The only language this Fulani Janjaweed, a soldiers, all these a terrorist soldiers, the only language they hear is AK-47. Eye for eye, blood for blood. Stop risking your life out in protest. Protest is not working in Nigeria. The only language they understand is gun and bullet. Eh? Who told you people to come out and jubilate or protest yesterday? Who gave you the order? Is it our DOS? Who gave you people this order? See how you people, able-bodied men, come out and waste your life for these terrorists. So I'm saying it. We must prepare very well now. If you're a youth in Biafra land, join ESN for your life. Join ESN. Fortify yourself very well. Prepare yourself very well. Because the only language these animals understand very well is gun and bullets. AK-47 versus AK-47. Thank you, Mazi Nnamdi, for your good work. Biafra nation is our destination, and then we must get our nation Biafra. Instead of it, heaven will fall. And then they must release our leader, unconditional. They must release our leader because our leader didn't commit any crime. They must release him or no any government activity in Biafra land. We don't want to see any government activity in Biafra land until they release our leader. Talk less of their useless election or campaign. We don't want to see anything.
Thank you very much,
Nigeria government activity in Biafra land until our leader be released. We are waiting for our DOS to come and give us the next step to follow. Thank you very much, Mazi Nnamdi, for your good work.
Thank you very much, Mazi, for that. And of course, we welcome that. Now, I want to say this, and of course, I hope our lawyers are listening, or anyway, whoever that is close to our lawyers, of course, will inform them this. You see, as a result of this press conference by Malami, it is actually a contempt of courts. Are you listening to me? You are not allowed to discuss your case in the media. A case that is currently in court, you are not allowed to discuss your case. That is why most of the time when you ask the lawyers question about a case that is currently ongoing in courts, they will tell you, some certain thing, but they will not go into the merit of the case. Because once they go into the merit of the case, they are actually in trouble. They are actually infringing, or rather they might infringe on somebody's rights. Now, Malami is more like Malami versus Nnamdi Kanu, because since Malami is representing the federal government of Nigeria in his capacity, as the Attorney General or whatever is his position, he is indeed representing the federal government, and he should not be allowed to be discussing that case before the press. Because what Malami is doing now, he is trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the media, and it's not allowed. It is against the law. He is trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the media in a case that is currently in the courts. It is not done. It is not allowed. He might speak about the matter, but he might not go into details. Once he go into details, it is called trial by media. Trial by media is not allowed. You are infringing on the right of the accused person because that person is not there. They might not be able to defend themselves. And many people will take your word for it because you are the one who have the luxury of addressing. As you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, did he speak to the press? No. He was not allowed to speak to the press. But now, that is why even the state cannot go and start speaking to the press about merit of the case. Because now you are infringing on the right of the other person who cannot talk. Because you can't lay an allegation with a person not coming out to do what? Dispute what you are saying. Like now, if somebody say anything bad against IPOB, Emma Powerful will write a press release debunking it, saying that no, it's not true. It is not true. Because we are, we are not in jail, we are free, we can talk. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, he cannot talk. He cannot address the press. So you are not allowed to address an issue pertaining him that is currently, in adjudication before a court of law. So what Malami did yesterday is a crime or today's Friday, yes. What he did today is a crime. I'm not saying that he's not allowed to, accept press conference about or speak about the matter, but he must not speak on the merit of the case, because when you read what this idiot was saying, he was speaking on the merit of the case, and he is founding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty before the press. It is called press trial, media trial. It is not allowed. So I think our attorneys must bring this up come the 10th of November to the attention of the presiding judge to tell them the misconduct and the carelessness of Malami. It is not done. I say it is not done. Media trial is unacceptable. Media trial is not done. If you have a case as a government and you go to the media, judge the accused person, sentence the accused person before the media, that case might as well be thrown out, because you have already made up your mind. You have already accused the person without allowing the honorable courts to do their work. This is actually a contempt of courts. All right, we must continue. Let me take this call as we are almost getting there. We will be out here before you know it. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? This is Motherland.
Yes, Mazi, is Mazi Obona calling back?
Yes, the network was bad. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, I wanted to say that Malami, you know that he went to Ole Sharia school.
I know.
He never studied.
I know.
He never had a good education.
It's an insult.
So
it's an insult to
that's why they could not bring
to legal system.
Yeah.
All right. Your line is beginning to act up again, Mazi.
Dignity.
Go ahead,
Hello,
please.
can you hear me, Mazi?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, I was saying, had it been Nigeria as a country has dignity, Malami should not be their chief justice. It's an insult to any country or any group of humans. So, but despite that, what I'm saying is that I'm praying that the DOS will tell us that Anambra election will be a sit at home, because our leader cannot be in detention and we'll be having any election in Biafra land. I listened to the speech of Dr. Cho Ayabe. I said one of their strategy is to make sure that there's no legitimate government of Cameroon in their territory. And we have to start with the Anambra election to make sure that there is no legitimate government in our territory. So we have to make sure that that election is declared sit at home, so that if they like, they should impose anybody, but we know that we don't have any legitimate government. So that is just my contribution. Oh, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. And of course, I welcome that. Of course, I've said it the way it is. Malami is committing a crime here. People are reading it, talking about it, but they forgot that Malami is committing a crime. Trial by media is unacceptable. Trial by media is against the law. Trial by media. I'm not saying you are not supposed to talk to the media about an ongoing case. You are allowed to do that. That is why when you see our barrister, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, talking about our leader's case, he will tell you, I will not go into the merit of the case, because he's not allowed to. If he does that, it is a contempt of court. What he will tell you is the periphery of what is happening. He will tell you he has applied for this, applied for that because of 1, 2, 3. But he will spare you the details of the merit, because it's not allowed. That is court business. And for somebody like Malami to go to press and begins to vomit all this trash and all this rubbish about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, laying allegation, even different allegation from the one already laid by the state, is unacceptable. It is a crime. It is a contempt of court. At the same time, it is trial by media, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there to dispute what he is saying. Because he has the opportunity and the power, forgetting that he, Malami, is him versus Nnamdi Kanu, by the virtue that he is representing the so-called Nigeria, by the virtue of his position as the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. He is not supposed to divulge the details and merit of a matter that is ongoing in a reputable court of law. I say reputable, but not because of the zoo, just because it is an English word. We all know that the zoo is not a reputable place, talk less of a reputable court. He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has countries aiding him. That is an allegation which he needs to substantiate. But he's not in court. He's talking to the media about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, labeling him, crucifying him, calling him names, trying him before the media. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, after he might have spoken, of course, the media will ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to defend or dispute or accept what Malami is saying. But unfortunately, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not there, and that is more of the reason why trial by media is not allowed, because the person you are accusing have to be there. That's why we have the courts. That's why charges will be put before you to say guilty or not guilty. That is why trial in absentia have to be willful. It has to be willing. It is you who will decide, I'm not going to court, or I'm not there. Then the case might go on. Then it's your choice. Or you can be in court and you said, I prefer to remain silent. Remain. One of your fundamental human rights as a human is the right to silence. The right to silence. You can go to court and they ask you a question, guilty or not guilty. You say, Your Honor, I prefer to exercise my right to silence. They will leave you. The matter will continue. If at the end of the day you are found guilty, well, it's your choice because you refuse to say anything. So it is his choice, of course, to say something or not to say something. So what I'm saying in essence is this: Malami have committed contempt of court by discussing a matter that is before a honorable court of law for adjudication, a matter that is before a competent court. He was not allowed to talk about it in terms of the merit, and thereby laying more allegation against the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we need to bring this to the attention of Abuja, Federal High Court, come the 10th of November. This is how it is done. All right, we must continue with this Radio Biafra. This is Hello Motherland. And of course, Biafra is rising. Not only that Biafra is rising, you cannot stop the sun from rising. We are almost there. We are almost there, about to hit the road. But before we do that, let's see if we can take some of your call. It is Hello Motherland, for goodness sake. So tell me how you doing. Call on, what's up? Tell me how you're doing. This is Motherland. Please turn down your radio, Mazi. I don't want to hear myself.
Biafra land. Mazi, these people, they are not educated. They are just
Chief Judge. Go ahead.
As the brain of Nama is working, Mazi, so that like their brain is working. Person who really cattle from week to week, month to month, year to year. What does he know except Sharia law? So a child in Biafra land just is a nursery girl or a boy in the Biafra land know this thing, but he doesn't know it. This is that is their one Nigeria. For those Efulef, Igbo Efulef, so Igbo for Efulef. But we tend to go care for what happened yesterday to the glory of the Most High. Where I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to out because he's an innocent man. Look at somebody like Sheikh Gumi. The problem we have here is not Fulani. The problem we have here is Britain and the Igbos here. That's the only problem we have. But this time around, they are going to see hell. And they think that they will shift the court or then have the election on November 6th. No, that November 6th is Shabbat day. That day is Saturday. Remember the days of God. Keep it holy. These people they are in trouble. They can't hide. They can run, but they cannot hide. Mazi, may Elohim bless you. We are on ground waiting for our DOS to come and clarify some certain things. Then they will see madness in us very soon. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mazi. And of course, we must continue. We are almost at the end of this program. And of course, we need to leave it there because, as I told you earlier, our HOD Mazi Nnamdi will be live and direct here on this platform, Radio Biafra, of course, to speak to Biafran people, and we must listen. And I've told you this, I will tell you again. Trial by media is a crime. It should not be allowed. It is not allowed in developed world. Why is it not allowed? It is prejudice to the accused person. Trial by media is prejudicial to the accused person. Malami is not allowed to address the media in terms of the merits of the case, and of course is not also allowed to create more charges, which is outside the charges already there in Abuja Federal High Court, because that is exactly what he is doing. And he is directly involved in this case. It's more like it is Malami versus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the virtue of Malami representing the federal high government of Nigeria. That is one more reason why Malami, is not allowed to talk to the media. He is laying more charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the same time, he is crucifying him. At the same time, he has found him guilty before the trial even began. That is an offense, and our lawyers must take notes. They must take the transcript of that media conference and go to court and file an application to that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know 1,000,000% that what I'm saying is correct and is in line with how it works. You are not allowed to try somebody by the media. If you do it, you have destroyed your case. That person have no more case to answer, because already, whether he is acquitted or found guilty in court, what you have said to the public cannot be taken back. Let me take this one more call. It will be the last for today. Call on WhatsApp. You are the last caller for today. This is Motherland. Your names, please, and where you calling from.
Mazi Ndewo.
Ndewo Chineke. Ma me chọrọ ịchị ọchị ka chọrọ ibe akwa le nke ị na-eme eme.
Ubogo from I'm na UK na London.
What's your name again, Mazi? What is your name again?
Mazi Ubogo. Ubogo.
That's a very powerful name. Please go ahead, Mazi.
So I na one of the posts na MLA postponed the Anambra election to the 10th of December. Or the correct.
Where did you saw that?
Hold on. Let me tell you.
Is it on Facebook or what?
On Facebook, yes.
No, I don't have one here Facebook. I don't have your Facebook. Because, please go ahead. How about the Facebook?
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to clarify that.
No, Mazi, please. Not to my knowledge. I have no idea. But don't believe everything you see on Facebook. Don't believe. There are so many lazy people who don't have anything to do but to sleep and wake up on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, my brother. When we hang on Facebook, everything you want is on Facebook. On the same Facebook is where they say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appearing in court was a Photoshop. And it's amazing, and it will interest you where that thing was said. On the platform of a woman who was expelled from this IPOB. You know one thing that Biafrans need to understand. People have realized that the only way to get Biafrans emotional, the only way to actually get Biafrans to eating from the palm of your hands is to, number one, tell them we are going to have an extended sit at home. We will have a sit at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we have on Friday. They've known that, and they're using that format. They know that format works so much with our people. Sit at home. Format local. Then another one they are using again is this. They will say to you, we need to sit at home Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, until they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then you thought they love our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't love him, trust me. All they are doing is because they're playing on your emotion. They know that if they use the word sit at home, you will jump. And they're getting our people. Our people are falling for it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So these are the formats they are using, of course, on the people of Biafra, and we should not allow it. We should not allow them. This is why we keep on saying, listen to Radio Biafra. My goodness me, the one and only, the first and the last. It's a university like none other. This is where we speak the truth of Elohim. This is where we say it the way it is. If you did not hear it here on Radio Biafra, trust me, it does not exist anywhere on this planet they call Earth. Radio Biafra is the first. Radio Biafra is the last. Bar none. This platform is where the great have spoken. This platform is where, do you know the first person who has spoken on Radio Biafra? Even the People's General, he has spoken on this platform, Radio Biafra. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So get it live on Radio Biafra, or else you will be deceived on social media. Ihe na-emezi na social media ka nkụ, ma ndị na-agba ụtọ, ma ndị na-eme elu, ma ndị na-eme ala, ha ncha juru na social media, ma ndị isi dị mma, ma ndị isi adịghị mma, ma ndị nọ mental institution. Some of them are even in their mental bed in the mental institution. Ha wepụta phone ha ga live on their mental health. Ebe a agwọ ndị ara. Ha nọrọ ebe a gaa live. Ha na-ekwuga na-egere igechaga na amali elu. Chena mmadụ na-agwa gị okwu. Ịmaha that you are hearing from lunatics everywhere. All right, let's take this call as well. All right, caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you very well.
This is Motherland. Please go ahead.
My name is Ibo Jamike. I'm calling from Oka, Biafra land.
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for what happened yesterday. And we want to thank you people for what you people have been doing for us. There is one thing I want to inform you. You see, when you see IPOB, when they say IPOB, I want to tell you that everybody is now IPOB. Believe me, every goddamn person here is IPOB. Just imagine what happens on Monday. IPOB said they don't want sit at home. People said no until our leader comes out. And that is what is going on. So this thing is battling the zoo government. So what we are saying is that you people should carry on. The information is getting to people, old and young. So it's Biafra or nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Short and simple. Short and simple. Everybody is IPOB. After all, it is the indigenous people of Biafra. And if you have the blood of Biafra running through your vein, then you're an indigenous person to Biafra. So, of course, everybody is IPOB. And IPOB is everybody. Just the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. And DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must continue, my people. It is Radio Biafra. And, of course, Biafra is rising. All right, we must continue. One of my friends, Donye Nuguyase, Yase Sampe, Iwo Yamuma. Okuru na no election. Etukwa vote ijendo Hausa. Ifayoba run to Lagos. Soludo run to Lagos. And this is what it is. Of course, I'm almost about to close this program, but I have this caller who has been calling. And I think I need to do the needful. I need to do the honorable thing, and that is taking his call. Caller on WhatsApp, if you can hear me in brief, please, what's on your mind?
I can hear you watching Mazi Kechku. Your brother from another mother, Mazi Okudre Besiro, calling from Mozambique, Nebogi.
Please go ahead.
Mazi, there is something I want to tell you. You know, and our last scholar said that everybody is a Biafra, is a true. We are all Biafrans. My brothers, I have two brothers who live in Enugu. For example, on Thursday, I want them to do something for me, but they say yesterday on Thursday is sit at home. They used to be the one to tell me on Monday and Thursday is sit at home. So for you to know that, oh, we are all Biafrans, we are all IPOB, whether you are IPOB or not, all of us are Biafrans. So that's what I want to contribute. Everybody
Thank
is
you
the
very
IPOB,
much. There
who
will.
want it or not. They can never defeat us.
Absolutely. Thank you, my
We must
brother.
continue.
Thank you very much for that. Of course, we welcome that. Next caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? I think I have another caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, it is still connecting. You know how it is when it comes to WhatsApp. It's all about connection, and of course, that's just what it is. Of course, we are almost to the end of this program. And of course, we thank you all for your tenacity. We thank you all for joining in. We thank you all for listening and, of course, making a contribution. But I think the highlight of the day is the fact that, our lawyers needs to take notes of the comments of the careless talk comments made by Malami. It is very, very important that our callers must take, notice. I mean, our lawyers must take notice of that. I promise you they must take notice of that. It is called trial by media. Malami, AGF Malami has no right whatsoever to discuss a matter that is pending before a court of law, especially when he is directly involved, as a complainant, because he is representing the state, and therefore he is not allowed to discuss the merit of the case, and he is not even allowed to lay more charges. He is laying more charges in that he is saying that, external countries are sponsoring IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is called trial by media, thereby condemning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, finding him guilty on the press or rather media platform. It is not done. It is against the law. It is oxymoron, if I may put it that way. So our lawyers must take note of that. It is something they need to bring before Binta Nyako, so that Malami must explain on which angle is he coming. Is he forming another Sharia court on the media whereby he is trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu separate from the one he is doing in court? Or doesn't he have confidence in the useless charges which he has preferred against our leader before the courts that made him to come up now and go to the press and begin to talk nonsense? You can't do that. It is not done. It is not allowed. All right. We have said it the way it is because this is what we do. We come here, we speak the truth without throwing punches. My name's once again Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha. I am a professor of law and professor of history on this platform, the University of Radio Biafra, a university like none other. I don't know if I should give this guy a chance. He's been trying. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Okay, please. My name is Kuli Obidna. I'm calling from Ghana. Mazi, what I want to say is simple. We are with the DOS because we understand that DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also DOS. I heard some audio that our people were sharing around this early morning today, saying it's time for us to neglect gossip. Now focus on what we are doing. If there is any time to be more focused on what we are doing, is now. If there is any time we must come together, unite ourselves very strongly, it should be now. So that is the simple point I want to make this evening, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much for that. Of course, I will close now with this. There is an article here from our own very person, Mazi Ima Powerful, which I think it makes a good sense of reading. Of course, I won't analyze it because of time, but let me just rush through it. Those who made federal government, DSS, produce Kanu in court, did Nigeria DSS great service. All right. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, yesterday said that those who made the federal government and the DSS to bring its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to court did Nigeria and DSS a great service. IPOB also said that Kanu's appearance in court made Biafrans to believe he is alive and urged the federal government to do the needful by releasing him unconditionally. A statement by IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary Emma Powerful read in part, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our prophet and great liberator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Okuchukwu Kanu, wishes to commend all the honorable men and women, including renowned group in the world, who lend their voices in advising the federal government and the Department of State Security Services, DSS, to produce him in court today in Abuja. Those who played a role in producing our leader in court have done Nigeria and DSS a great service. Thank God they listened to wise counsel and did not fail to produce our leader in court. Now that he appeared in court and Biafrans can confirm that he is alive, Nigeria must do the needful and release him unconditionally. We commend Biafrans and friends of Biafra for showing solidarity to our leader in today's, or rather yesterday's, sit at home. We appreciate your cooperation and support this noble project, which God Almighty Chukwoki Kabiama has destined us to pursue, and we must come out victorious. Sacrifice one day to show solidarity for our leader. Excuse me, who has sacrificed so much for us. All is not too much. We also thank Dr. Bruce Fain, the IPOB-led counsel in the US, for taking much of his time to come down to Abuja and solidarize with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We also appreciate our team of lawyers in Nigeria, especially Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Barrister Lawyer Ejimako, and other lawyers, too numerous to mention, who appeared in court today for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our immense thanks also go to former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwuemeka Eziife Okwadike of Igbo Land, Chief Godio Wazurike, and others who showed solidarity to our leader in Abuja. We will not fail to appreciate the media for their tireless effort in giving publicity to trial, despite intimidation from security agents, of course signed by one and only Emma Powerful. All right, this is where we will bring it to an end, and I thank you once again for your tenacity. Thank you for listening. Of course, we must continue. Don't go and relax and say because our leader appeared in court, it is done. No, it is not done. He does not belong there. He must come out, and that is one way notch we have to take it. He must come out. That is the next agenda, and that is what we are going to do. May God continue to bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God continue to give him life. May God give him good health. And may God bless Biafrans all around the world, wherever you are, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice. My name is once again Mazi Kechukwono. I pray that God will make us all to see Biafra. From me, from here, it is goodbye. Because we are Biafrans, we shall vanquish. Bye, and God bless.
From the award-winning producer, Shaking Head Cool Beats.
Biafran's Gold Talent exclusive.
Votu nini turatu kembu wa bidoro. Ife nini turatu wakene mofife tutara. Ayetusia votu naba ohe bureka ilaria. Ife kanebe o kakwa nebe o.
Votu nini turatu kembu wa bidoro. Iye nini turatu wakene mofife tutara. Ofinyi tutara kwa mofinyi tutara. Iye nkenebe kakwa nebe o.
Iye kanebe o kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o kakwa nebe. Iye kanebe o kakwa nebe o. Iye kanebe o kakwa nebe o.
Biafra, I say I no election, no. After election, hey, put their deception, no. Upon deception, I say no recession, no. Baby, I need to see no vote, no. Man to suppose.
So election no vote, niye meranya deke mao. Uwanile leti mpuna iye nile no zofwebe o. Kedi yege me o, wewe tebi afarajo. Ibo ya metukwa vinobi, iwa nuko umunne mo.
Alile kwenu mwenwene o Nime Sokoto Ifunu na chona Sokoto Munne munodi na Shokoto Chukwu abia magozela nye na udi obuna Umunne mu Ulekwela nuwe kaye musianike
Iyo koko anyama hola ntimo Atumatu batu nala dikwebu Stubo tibo sabo chibo Ebe nile Aonizi kwebu
Iye kanebe o, akwa nebe. Iye kanebe o, akwa nebe. Asimi iye kanebe o, akwa nebe. Enimi iye kanebe o, akwa nebe.
Biafrans! Biafrans!
Tugalike nuche alụmdị ọchịchị a na-akpa n'obodo onye atụsile votu kpakọ onwe gị ọnụ anyị ga-anọ na mmiri n'ụwa ka nchabasị anyị anya ebe elu ma lebe anyị nọ ka anyị nọ we need referendum
Chukwu abịa magburu okwu site n'ọnụ Nnamdi Kanu ọ dịghị elekshọn ka a ga-eme n'ala Biafra dịka liko sọrọ ha gbawa maka elekshọn anyị ga-ama mbela bụ nke gbote
Ịmana ntị ga-eji ihe na-agba na ntị agba n'anya anyị tụkwa ọzọ febule ga iwe gbanaga ọkwa sọsọ referendum bụkwa ihe enyemaka nwanne m atụla votu ọzọ
Break it down.
Alili egbuenu mo Obi agbawala m ụmụnne m Emesi n'ọkwanụ na ntaụ Nkwe ekwelu fancha lụlụnụ na ntụ n'ụwa
ihe ka na-ebe o kakwa na-ebe ihe ka na-ebe o kakwa na-ebe asị m ihe ka na-ebe o kakwa na-ebe ihe ka na-ebe o kakwa na-ebe
IPOB! One family!
IPOB! All Biafrans are saying, Ayagaya to vote ọzọ. Ndị ọchịchị iberibe buru ego anyị gawa obodo ọzọ. All we want is freedom, no referendum, no election. We want freedom in our nation. We want freedom in our nation.
Our politicians are looting our money, taking to London, building their nation, impoverish people, taking the rights of making our own decision. Biafra is a nation, everybody must know all about it. We are full of wisdom and the right to own our nation.
Oge ruole mgbe ha ji aghọgbu anyị ka anyị tụọ vootu atụsịa vootu ha kpọrọ ụmụnna gbagbusiwe okike kere ụwa ikekwe ka ndị iro kwụsị anyị n'ike ụmụ Biafra na-arịọ gị Chukwu okike bịa nyere anyị aka
Obiana bụ nwoke na-egbu ọchụ Obiana gbara ya egbe na-egbula abịa Obiana chịkọkwa na ifọfọ ya eso ihe ka na-ebe kakwa na-ebe ihe ka na-ebe kakwa na-ebe ihe ka na-ebe kakwa na-ebe ihe ka na-ebe kakwa na-ebe
Your friends
ebe bere ugobere kasi biya bila nkumpa ya ọ bụ ihe Biafrans believe no election to referendum
Alili ekwenu wewe nne n'ụwale Alili ekwenu wewe nne n'ụwale Ebe mmanya n'uwe ihe mnafu Nwanne mle enweghị ihe mnafu
masaka ụwa lele aba masaka ụwa lele igwọcha masaka ụwa lele Ebonyi masaka ụwa lele
Asaba masaka
ụwa lele
Bayelsa Enugu masaka
ụwa lele Yomigala Calabar Akwa Ibom masaka
No Biafra, no election. ụwa lele.
Asị m agwa ntị ma ntị anụ egbuwe isi eburukọta anya na ntị ọkwa maka adị ama ama